borderline unwatchable game of hockey.
Could have been a lot worse.
Scrambled salad.
This is Fan First Network.
Boys, it's a 2-2 series. What are your thoughts?
You know, I'm still not nervous, surprisingly. I know a lot of people are a little,
Hey, you're like Jordan Binnington right now. Yeah. Does he look nervous?
No, they're not nervous. There's a reason we shouldn't be nervous, because this is a tied series and we're coming back home. We haven't lost a game all series at home, and I think we should be confident about where we're at. I do think we came out flat today. It wasn't a very good game, and I don't know if you two are to blame. Maybe the boys had too many pub subs or something down in Florida. Maybe they had some heat exhaustion. Who knows? But
we shouldn't have talked to Matthew Knives' mom.
That too. They didn't even do it for the moms on Mother's Day. It was really unfortunate today. Actually sad. They had a whole montage today. We watched the game together, guys. They had a whole montage of all the moms, all the beautiful families, all these moments, these precious moments from childhood till now. And they couldn't even do it for the moms, you know, and it's heartbreaking to really see, but, you know, we have a chance to right our wrongs on Wednesday, and I think we're going to do it. I know I'm the positive one here in Fan First a lot of times, but seriously, we have not lost a game to the Panthers at home this series, right? Yeah. Let's lock in. There's a lot of things we have to work on, but let's lock in and get the job done on Wednesday.
Yeah, I completely agree. You are not going to beat the defending Stanley Cup champions, a team that went to the finals back-to-back years. A good hockey team, you are not going to walk through them. You're going to have to deal with tied series at points. Guys, thoughts?
Yeah, so you know what? I like Marcus's positivity. And think about it this way.
I like your smile.
Thank you. Games 1, 2, and 3. You threw me up a little bit there. Blushing. Games 1, 2, and 3, the offense was clicking, the goaltending not so much. Game 4, absolutely the opposite. Goaltending clicking, offense not. We clearly have both parts. Put it together, that's a win, right? If we put it together, back at home, Game 5.
You could put me and you together, and that's a win.
That as well. We'd make some nice-looking kids.
I'm really just throwing you off here.
Anyway, but tonight was abysmal. I was tired. Sunday night, like, if the boys were playing on a Saturday night, we'd all be fired right up, you know? And it was a Sunday night. Like, everyone's going to work in the morning. We're tired. I like Sunday night, I like to watch, I don't know, a nice movie, go to bed early. That's not happening, so we got to watch the Leafs. And they can't even provide us, well, they did provide me, they not relaxed me, but they put me to sleep, that's for sure.
I'm yawning,
yeah.
Sad Mama Matthews, sad Mama Nyes, sad Mama Woll.
Yes.
Sad Mama Willie Styles, sad Mama Nylander. A bunch of sad mothers tonight. That's the reality, because the Maple Leafs played a very poor game of hockey. Borderline unwatchable game of hockey. They decided to not shoot for 2 periods. They took 4 in the first. I think like 6 minutes into the second they had 7 shots. Like it wasn't getting any better. They were in the box for 6.5+ minutes in the first period. The penalties were like silly penalties. Oliver Ekman-Larsson was borderline unplayable. Morgan Riley was terrible. Mitch Marner was terrible. Like
Tanev looks hurt.
Tanev looks injured. Austin Matthews is clearly injured.
Yep.
Everything that could have been bad about tonight's game was bad.
Except for Joseph Woll.
Joseph Woll.
He woke up, which I'm encouraged by. I'm encouraged by that.
Yes.
It easily could have been 5 or 6-0, but it was 2-0.
I don't know about you guys, and this is obviously not plain to see as a fan just watching the game, but it seemed to me like Craig Berube was heavily outcoached tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's been heavily outcoached for 2 straight games. Paul Maurice, that second line, that fourth line move he pulled in last game, changing his entire fourth line right before the game started. That fourth line got a goal, and that is the goal. If you want to be real pedantic about it, we lost by a goal in overtime.
Yeah.
Paul Maurice wins them that game, shifts the momentum in the series, and right now he's out coaching Chief. I believe Chief has the tools to out-coach him. This team has played a very specific way all year, and realistically, they actually didn't stray too far from that in either of the last 2, 3, any of these games. It was just like they've been outshot like that in one game. It's just against the Panthers, it's not going to happen.
This is the time now. We haven't made that many lineup changes. Whether you switch the lines up, guys in and out, this is the time now. Yeah. I expect to see, hopefully, Robertson back. I wouldn't even mind some David Kampf, to be honest with you.
No, I wouldn't either.
And the power play, if you notice, look at every win against the Senators in round 1 and the 2 wins in games 1 and 2 of this series. We put the puck on net. You put the puck on net. Look at the Marner winner in game 2. He just puts it on net and it's in. We're not putting the puck on net. Put it on the net. and things will go in the net.
I also think a good change with how the Panthers penalty kill has played these last 2 games, how aggressive they've been, and Marner on the QB end of that power PP1. I think it might be time to put a defenseman back on PP1 with how aggressive they've been. They didn't score on the penalty kill tonight, but they were sure damn close to scoring on the penalty kill tonight.
And Marner's kind of half-assing. There was a couple times when there was a break and like Woll and Marner miscommunicated, and then Florida just grabs the puck and gets an almost goal short-handed. Like, I wholeheartedly agree with what Curwin just said.
I think the Joseph Woll discourse is kind of getting a little overblown and out of control. You know, he led us to a 2-0 series lead in this series. He came in when Anthony Stolarz got knocked out, finished the job in both of the first 2 games, almost won us game 3. Like, people forget a lot of those goals Florida scored weren't really goals. They were own goals, like a lot of bad bounces, had nothing to do with how the Panthers played. Just terrible bounces from our own guys. Like, realistic. In another parallel universe, we're up 3-1 right now. Like, we are this close.
Or we're done the series.
We are
1-4-0.
But we are this close to being up 3-1 in this series because of Joseph Woll's play, right? I understand why people saying Stolarz needs to come back. I get it. He is a superstar, right? Joseph Woll has been fantastic. And I don't think we should really be, giving him the brunt of the, blame, right?
I'm not giving them any blame for
A lot of people
for
have,
tonight.
though, not you guys.
Not for tonight. Joseph Woll was by far our best player tonight.
He's the reason it wasn't 5-0 tonight.
Yes, he is the reason we didn't get fucking picked apart and dismantled tonight. Was Joseph Woll. He was probably our best power play player tonight. That's fucking insane to say, but he was probably our best player on the power play tonight.
Yeah.
He was. How many power play saves did he have? Because they had a lot of breakaways shorthanded.
Too many.
It's such a weird. Why is this the case? This supremely talented offensive team consistently struggling on the power play in the playoffs. It just doesn't make any sense. Do any of you have an answer? Why?
Because they don't switch it up. It's too predictable. The other teams figure out how to stop it, and I think it's too predictable. I think that's what it is.
There's definitely got to be some changes in either the lines or bringing Robertson in or Camp. I wouldn't mind to see Robertson. He's a scratch and score merchant. We couldn't score tonight. The offense, the passing was just disconnected. The chemistry just didn't seem to click tonight. We couldn't sustain the offensive zone. Zone entries was just a fucking scrambled salad in every capacity. You've seen Chief started to pull out the blender, Sheldon Keefe style in the third period. He started to flip up the wingers. He started to put Nylander with Matthews at times. There needs to be some adjustments, but I also do agree to Marcus's and some other fans that I interviewed tonight, their point of this is a good team. We're playing against a good team. Not every night is going to be a great effort. Tonight was the farthest thing from a good effort. You got to keep some things the same, but you got to make some minor tweaks along the way, and coaching is what you need to do that.
End of the day, it's 2-2. We're tied. We're not down.
Nope.
It's not the end of the world.
Nope.
It could be very soon, but it's not yet. So we're going to be on top of the world sooner than later.
Yes. The Sky is currently firmly up there, but I will say, and I will leave it on this, if the Leafs lose in Toronto in Game 5, the Sky will be falling. Make no mistake. If they go down early in Game 5, the Sky will be falling inside of Scotiabank Arena.
Sky will be going like this, my stress level. No, Sky's be going like this, my stress level will be going like this.
Yeah, well, so let's fucking come out and actually play a real game and actually play really good hockey in Game 5, or else it's about to get hairy in Toronto.
Exactly.
I was going to say, I don't know. This is a really good team. I think they're possible of anything. Last year we were down 3-1 against Boston. We came back and almost won in 7. But plain yes or no. If we lose Game 5 in Toronto, we lose the series.
Yes.
80% yes.
Yes or no, Joey?
88% yes.
Yes or no, Joey?
I'm not inconclusive.
What
no.
a cop-out.
No. I want some
I'm
fireworks.
actually
If you're not 100%, then the answer is no.
I'm with Joey. They've proven to us a few times that they're different. We haven't seen them backs against the wall in the playoffs. Maybe they come out at their best game if they lose Game 5. You never know. I don't want to say that it's a guaranteed thing, but the fans will be panicking, and that is enough to sound the alarm bells loudly and throughout the entire city of Toronto and the GTA.
All right, no is one word, and that was probably about 81, but fair enough.
No, it's not over, but it's getting there.
Game 5 is a must-win game. It is must-win. If we lose and have to go back to Florida,
That's what I'm thinking.
Facing elimination
Back to Sunrise.
against the Stanley Cup defending champs, that is
Yikes.
not a position I want to be in. That is not a position that's going to happen because the Leafs are going to come. They're going to make the adjustments to get the job done. But no way we are going to come back if we go down 3-2. No way.
Leafs in 6.
Leafs in 6. It's going to happen, baby.
Gotta win 2 to win in 6.
So I said last time that one of the Leafs' keys to success is the fact that they can, they stay calm. There's no anxious energy anymore, But today it felt like there was anxious energy. There was a lot of that. They didn't know what to do, sloppy passes. Oh, let's put the puck over here. But you know what? Today I didn't like what I saw. I don't like what I saw.
I don't either.
I think Joseph Woll really carried. It could have been a lot worse.
Uh-huh.
He had 36 saves?
Something along those lines.
Something like that today.
Whoever took Joseph Woll saves tonight on their parlay, at least that one hit because nothing else did. Nothing else.
Exactly.
It was from the moment the puck hit the ice, opening face-off, you could tell this game was not going to go well. They were getting out-skated. They were getting out-battled, outshot. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again right now. This was the worst Toronto Maple Leafs hockey game I've watched all season, and they had some stinkers during the regular season. That stuff cannot happen during the playoffs. I like what people were saying about don't change the lineup because one bad game doesn't define a team. But there were bodies out there tonight that were not performing to the ability that we know that they can. People have been saying Pontus Holmberg. I tend to disagree because he may not be having the best past couple games, but these playoffs, he's been playing out of his mind. Again, hard-working forward, definition of a fourth-line guy. He's battling hard in the corners for the puck. He may not be putting him in the back of the net, but it doesn't really matter when you're the one stopping chances and generating other ones. One person that I can say has not been performing is Bobby McMahon. That man is doing straight cardio out there on the ice. I don't think he might have 1 or 2 points this entire postseason. You could fact check me on that. But the point I'm trying to make here is somebody that we know is fully capable of putting the puck in the back of the net is not doing that. He's doing quite the opposite.
Neither is Austin Matthews.
Yeah, but that's a different conversation. That is a man that is dealing with something right now. Bobby McMahon is just underperforming. He's fully healthy. He's fully capable. He knows what he can do, and I don't know what Berube's not saying to him to be able to perform to his full capabilities. And it's infuriating. It's frustrating watching him on the ice just skate around, leaving assignments, and not being the force that we know he can be and the force that he once was during the regular season. Playoffs change people. I mean, that's a known fact. Some people just can't perform in the playoffs. Austin Matthews. But, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. We've been relying on our depth so much these playoffs. He's part of that. He's not doing anything for us. And he needs to step it up. And if he doesn't, boot him. Send in somebody else. We have an entire list of people that are happy to replace him and work 10 times harder than he has been. So what about you, Alessia? What have you been seeing out there? Who's been underperforming in your books?
Listen, I kind of said everything that I wanted to say already.
That's okay, dude.
Honestly, Core 4 didn't show up today except Matthew Nyes. Except that man. Benoit, a lot of good hits today.
Yes.
They just didn't do it. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't.
Sometimes
she
she
didn't
goes,
go. That's it. She didn't go.
Hockey's a weird game. We all know it. It's a game of inches. It's a game of chances, and we gave up a lot of chances today. Joseph Woll was the only redeeming factor on the Toronto Maple Leafs lineup tonight. So applause to you, Mr. Wonderwall. You are our saving grace, our knight in shining armor tonight. You may have not had the result that you wanted. We've said it before. We'll say it again. You can't win them all, but nobody talks shit about Joseph Woll tonight. He played an absolutely spectacular game in a game that makes me even more confident going forward if Stolarz is not ready to get back in after that abysmal hit by Sam Bennett. I will never forgive you for that. You can go die in a hole, you piece of shit. you're bald too. It is now not a best of 7 series, it's a best of 3. We got to win 2 games, folks. They got to go into these final 3 back and forth games playing like their lives depend on it, because I don't think I need to remind anybody these are the playoffs and their lives truly are on the line. Do you want to be remembered in glory, or do you want to be remembered in defeat? The way you're playing tonight, it looks like you want to be remembered in defeat. So I don't want to repeat. I don't want a single bad game going forward. Not this series, not next series, not the Stanley Cup Finals, never again.
Tied 2-2. Thoughts?
So, went to the square today. They gave out these towels. Bring the grit. No grit was brought tonight. 0. That was unbelievable.
There was more grit in you tearing that towel than what we've seen from the Maple Leafs effort tonight.
I actually do think I worked harder than Austin Matthews tearing that towel than he did putting the puck on the net tonight, for being honest. If we're being honest, like, I came in and...
We're honest guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a little shtick. You know, I need everyone to be quiet. I'm watching the game. That's not what I meant. You know, let's be loud. That square was dead. You could hear a pin drop in there. It felt like a Leafs regular season game in the middle of the week. A lot of suits, but no suits. But just very quiet.
Okay. Austin Matthews, he's a goal scorer. He's not scoring goals. Why?
I mean, Joey's got a pretty good theory. I don't know if I could say it on here, but I don't know.
Steal Joey's theory.
I don't know. Like, he said at one point in the season that he wouldn't be 100% at any point. It doesn't feel like he was. He had that one play where, like, he should have had the one-timer. He held it and then shot it right at the glove. I mean, he's going to figure it out. He's taken too many shots on goal to not score one. Hand up, I did bet Austin Matthews anytime goal tonight. I probably will next game too. But it's going to happen at some point, and he needs to deliver. Maybe at home on Wednesday. I'm really hoping for that one.
Okay, David Kampf, and I'm so confused now. David Kampf.
Yes, David Kampf.
And Nick Robertson.
Yeah.
They've been scratched the whole postseason. With the last 2 games going to Florida, do you keep things the same? Do you shake it up, put one of those guys in? What do you think?
I mean, why not shake it up? We just dropped 2 games. It's a brand new series. At this point, it's best 2 out of 3. If it's a new series, new lineup, I'm good with making some changes here. I mean, the guy before said bench Matthews. I don't think it goes that far yet, but we need to make some changes. The bottom 6 would be a good place to start.
Yeah, agreed. So I haven't asked anybody this question yet, but it just kind of popped into my head right now. There was 2 good performers, I'd say, on the Leafs tonight, and that was Joseph Woll and probably Chris Tanev.
Yeah.
Who was the worst performer on the team tonight?
Good question.
Who had the worst performance tonight?
Good question. Mitchell Marner had a couple bad giveaways on the power play. I will say the power play as a whole, if I could just pick a unit, our first power play unit was atrocious tonight. I mean, just so many fancy passes like they're playing the NHL video game. Like, let's just get pucks on the net. We saw what Florida did. So many bounces, so many chances. Last game, just throw the puck on the net, see what happens. Today, it was one too many passes every single power play. So I won't single out anyone, but those 5 guys on the first unit need to figure it out.
For me, it's a far gap between OEL and the rest of the team. OEL was horrendous tonight. Absolutely horrendous.
That the delay of game was pretty egregious. That was
and his interference was pretty fucking egregious too, wasn't it?
Well, I will say Evan Rodriguez should get an Oscar for the dive there. I mean, clips him from the side, goes down, holding his head. I thought I was watching Neymar at the World Cup there. That was ridiculous.
It was clear as day interference, so you cannot deny it wasn't 2 minutes for interference.
But he kind of sold that, looking for the 5 misconduct. You know, player safety would have been all over that, trying to get us a suspension. But
George Peros would have just fucking loved that, wouldn't he?
He was bricked up seeing a Leafs player get assessed a major, but fortunately we got away with the 2 there.
All right. Go Leafs, go.
Go Leafs, go. I mean, it's a new series. No team. Listen, the series starts when the home team loses a game, so it's plenty of game left.
Hey, you got to lose 2.
We got to lose 2 to win 4. Right? No, sorry. Can we start over?
You could say that.
Can we start over?
You got to lose 2.
To win 2 more. Go Leafs, go.
Fair enough. Is that it? Yep, that was it. That was it.
This is Fan First Network.